what if we had a location you could move to for free?
Welcome back, everyone, to Innovation Alley. We're your hosts. I'm TowelManPurple,
I'm Bjorn.
and we're going to go over what we started our segue into from last Friday right
Mhm.
here till Tuesday on Amber Ruby locations. But before we get to it, let me stress how important it is that you hit that like button and subscribe right down below. Okay? It is very imperative to stay up
Yeah.
to date on all this information.
Yeah, I mean, we get a new video every Tuesday, every Friday, so keep up.
It's just going to be as advantageous and beneficial for you as it is for us. So we hope to give back as much as we can. Now, moving forward to the Amber Ruby location, we were
Yeah.
in the kitchen for about a week and a half trying to
Ooh,
rack
yeah.
our brain on what to do here. And together, we stirred that pot, we brewed it up, and we brought it to you in a different fashion where it's actually budget friendly. So
Yeah.
while that being where it is, Bjorn, how about you take us away and tell them what's going on with the deck?
Yeah, of course. But first off, we didn't just make it budget friendly because we wanted to be cheap. Like, the only expensive card you'd like in here is maybe like Daisy Duck or Rapunzel, but those are not central to the strategy, right? The important cards that we need are all pretty cheap. Locations, for example, we have the Sugar Speedway in Ruby, which you can move a character for free
Yep.
once per turn. And what do we want to move them to? We want to move them to the Sugar Rush Speedway finish line. Um, when you move a character here from a location, you may banish this location to gain 3 lore and draw 3 cards.
It's
That's
insane.
insane.
It's
Can
so
I?
good.
It is just insane. And again, like we don't need Rapunzel here. We're just gonna draw cards off of that, right? Like it's crazy. So of course, it costs 6 to move in there. So you're gonna have to play the other speedway in order to be able to move in there for free instead.
Most certainly.
Which is not a problem because we have the islands I pulled from the sea, which is a 3-cost song that just lets you take any location card you want from your deck, which is crazy.
We have our first tutor, ladies and gentlemen.
It's great for locations, mind you, but
It's so good.
yeah, and so like those are all the locations we need. We're gonna be playing them a lot. We're gonna get them a lot with the islands pulled from the sea.
And how do we do that?
Yeah, with Cinderella. She costs 1, senior 3. Um, she's just rare, so you can probably get her fairly easily. Yeah, I mean, if not, it's not the end of the world because we also have the Ursula, which is the same thing, but she costs 2, so not as good since she costs twice as much. And I believe there's also like a Mini and a Sebastian that does the same. But
Yep.
yeah,
Just having some early singers are kind of imperative
yeah,
for the fact of being able to combo on turn 3.
yeah, exactly, of course. And other 1-drops, we have the Minnie Mouse here. It's like a resilient 1-drop, like she has the 3 willpower is just nice.
Yep. The 3 willpower is kind of.
For many reasons.
Yeah.
For example, we have the other songs are Teeth and Ambition, for example. That's really good with the 3 willpower mini because then she survives that and can still
Yep.
be used to do other things. And we also have a Bare Necessities. That's the last song. Here's a rundown. Like we have 12 songs for Cinderella to sing, so it's fine.
Yep.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And yeah, the new Moana. We should talk about that. That's a card.
That is a card.
Like she costs 1, but she has 3 strength. That's insane. That's crazy. That's kind of like Captain Hook,
Yeah, it's up there.
But she can't challenge unless you have a captain character in play. But we don't care about that. We're not gonna challenge. We're just gonna quest. And if they want to get rid of Moana, they're gonna have to sacrifice whatever they run into her with, probably.
Yeah,
She
I feel
deals
like
3 on the counterattack.
it
That's
might
crazy.
even be really ironic if we were playing a speedway deck and the goal was not to put the pedal to the metal and step on the gas, right?
Yeah.
Then we have
Lilo
Lilo.
card. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like again, she's a super rare from the new set. So if you don't get her, like it's fine. You can play some other card that quests for 2, like Wendy
Wendy
Darling
Darling.
or
Yeah.
Piglet that quests for 3, like well whatever you want. But her special ability is what we're after.
Yes.
That you can just she's a zombie. You can just reanimate her from the graveyard. You know, if you ever played Magic the Gathering.
Shout out to
She just
Gravecrawler.
Oh yeah, she just comes back from the discard pile, which is crazy. Especially if the opponent just played a Be Prepared, and
Right.
so the opponent doesn't have anything to get rid of her with. Because the drawback is that she comes inexerted. But again, if the board is empty, it doesn't matter this turn, right?
That's correct. It's got another free turn to live.
Absolutely. Or you can just use her to move into the location for the combo, like whatever.
Yep.
Because Simba, one of the arguably one of the best 2 costs in the game, because it has a vanilla stat line 2/3, but also bodyguard.
Yep.
So main thing to protect is your turn 1 Cinderella that sings stuff, like she sings something, and then you place the Simba bodyguard to protect her from being taken out by like a 1-cost Robin Hood or something. You know,
Yes, sir.
very, very solid, very nice. And as we mentioned earlier, the Ursula, she's singer 4, which is like we don't have anything on 4, but she's a 2-cost that can sing our 3-cost song, so that really, really helps us.
Right. And then if there are other decks that may enter the format and be like a hindrance to this deck, and maybe it's like just a big seesaw could be a problem or something moving forward. Maybe we want to have the option of being able to play Beat King Undisputed. Ursula gives us the power to be able to do so.
Oh, of course, of course.
Another card that I think is not getting enough love
Yeah.
is this Minnie Mouse right here.
Yeah, you were so excited when you first saw this card. Man, you were so happy.
Because I knew one thing I liked doing in Magic, just to use as a reference, was playing like Reanimator style decks, like being able to bring things back from the discard pile, whether it be to play or sometimes to your hand just for generating that value. And this allowed me to do so, but with locations. Can't ask for more.
Yeah, and just so we have Island Sepulchre from the sea that gets whatever location we want from our deck, and then we have Minnie Mouse that gets whatever location we want from the discard pile. So we're just always gonna have locations, aren't we? Like we're always gonna have those speedways. It's just
like
it never stops. Never
the
stops.
never-ending
does it?
story. Another new card, Vanellope von Schweetz.
Oh, you were really excited about this one too.
Because there's somebody in the R&D team must like me, all right? Because they
We
did
gotta
a
make
lot.
people. We gotta make TowelManPurple happy. Any ideas?
Listen, I don't know
That was
what
the
it
board meeting.
was, if it was just sheer luck, but I am ever grateful, man. Let me tell you. This card is a 2/3 for 3, so the stat line is not the greatest. It quests for 1. But if it's at a location and at the start of your turn, you get to draw a card and gain a lore. And this is every turn.
That's crazy.
I love it.
So yeah, so we love Queen's Sensor Core normally, right?
Yep.
Because that gives you sometimes that gives you a lore at the start of your turn if you have a princess or queen, and
Yep.
it sometimes draws you a card if you guess right. And this just does both of that, and is also a character. Like what?
Listen,
Excuse me.
not complaining.
Excuse me.
Then this guy is super
Yeah.
goof.
Yeah, so he just rushes in, right? Like the point of him is like, yeah, sure, he has rush, so he can like just take out something, but more importantly, you just gain 2 lore out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's just like, it feels like it's cheating almost, right?
Yeah, like if you play Merlin Goat, you get 1 lore. If you play Goofy, you get 2 lore. So twice as good as Goat.
Hey, I'll take that argument. How about this one?
I mean, it's the same thing, isn't it? Goat, where you at? This card gives me 2 lore.
Right.
But when this character moves to a location, and oh wow, what if we had a location you could move to for free?
That's a great thing. It is a
What if we had a
great thing.
location with a 0 move cost, so we can move like Vanellope and Tefira to that location
Right.
without paying anything? Like, what if? Oh,
Well, after looking through this deck, I guess you can see we have 12 ones, 12 twos, 8 threes, and fours on our character line.
yeah.
12 songs, 8 of them being 2 costs, 4 being 3, and a 4 copies of 1 cost and 4 copies of 2 costs, Sugar Rush Speedway. The deck is very linear, very low to the ground. It is not hard to play any of the cards in your deck. You will always have the ink available to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Please go ahead, give it a spin, go wreck your locals with it, enjoy it, and let us know what you feel is the most adequate feedback on it. And if you have any further ideas coming up for our next segments, if you want to see something specific, let us know. We are more than happy to go ahead and just take you up on that adventure, you know? We'll take these cards that you want us to play with and build something around it. Just as Bjorn was pointing, just go ahead and make sure that you leave it in the comment section for us. All right? So we gratefully appreciate you. We only brought one deck this time because we worked so hard on it, but don't worry, we have more coming in just a couple of days. Until then, you guys have a fantastic remainder of your day and go kick butt with this deck.